It started with an idea. My car was a piece of shit, bringing nothing but bad luck to me, breaking down, and its luck to drawing tickets overwhelming me. I decided that I was going to use my car in my next movie project, crashing it on purpose in front of the camera just for the sake of a tape. I practiced putting couches on top of the car that would someday hopefully have naked bloody girls sitting on it, then flying off for a shoot, crashing it into things just to test the car's potential. I hated that car and was ready to rid of it. I told my neighbor and longtime friend across the street about my plan for the car, and he said not to wreck it, that he knew someone who wanted to buy the car, who was also a friend of mine. And well, I was having a bad time with money, so I said fuck it, sell it. One night, I was at work. Earlier that day, I had missed a phone call from Rick.
First message.
Alex, what's up? It's Rick.
I tried to call him back later, but he wouldn't pick up. Later on that night, coming home unaware of what happened in my neighborhood earlier on in that day, I got a phone call and he told me the car I had just sold got crashed not too far away from where I live, and that Rick, my neighbor, got killed in it. I was struck in disbelief, and to this day wonder if my desire for the car to be wrecked stood with the car. Rick's brother jokes with me once in a while that I set him up. I don't think it's funny at all. They have been up for days, partying, and that fateful day, drinking and driving, speeding on a public street. My epitaph for the man, as all can say, the most coolest man on the block, a good guy, always young at heart, and a friend till the end, a loving father, and a party animal, more than me and you, till the very end. And if I chose not to work that day, I would have been there with him. It was even on the news.
Authorities say the driver tried to get away, leaving his passenger for dead. The crash happened last night along the 400 block of South Wood Street in East Los Angeles. The CHP says the driver lost control of his car, hit at least one parked car, and then crashed in the front yard of a house. According to one witness, the driver also could have hit the baby.
The car was still under my name, and for a period of 2 months, I had detectives come by my house investigating the crash, questioning me, and even asked if I was the driver. And the guy who was behind the wheel that fateful day is locked up for manslaughter today. I got several subpoenas to go to court as a witness. I got a large insurance bill claim from one of the victim's cars in the mail. I had to pay for the car to get crushed, and was able to snap these photos while retrieving the pink slip still under my name from the bloody dashboard to clear things up. In respect to his family, I'd rather not re-mention the grisly details of his last moments. I'd rather change the subject, and as I quote with other people who have passed before me, don't be sad that they're gone. Be happy that they lived and you got to know them. I'll miss my friend. Every time I walk out every morning and see the shrine across the street, he used to take care of my snakes, care of my snake Tokyo, cause my mom was terrified of snakes, cause my mom wouldn't allow him in the house, especially when I chased her around the house with them. And that's why he took care of them for me. And I remember Rick once had a room-sized python that would terrify the neighborhood. I'd walk out every other day and he'd be sitting right in the same spot his pal Boyo is sitting in right in this scene. Cause every day he'd be there to coolly nod up and gesture what's up. I wish my homie let me film him more, but he was always paranoid of video cameras, so I could have had more footage and memories to remember him by. I planned on using that car for a movie, but this ain't the way I had in mind, and this ain't the end of it. Then I had to open my mouth again, and that's where we come in.
Is it on the dark?
Yeah, night shot.
Okay. Okay, so is it on already?
Yeah. What are we saying?
Oh.
Well, I remember a while back. Remember it with the incident when we were here all for Rick?
Yeah, that night that we all went through the bottles at the cars.
Yeah.
And we all came back here and it was, what's his name? And you, me, and Pollo, and you go to Pollo. You're next, beware, you're next. And we were all laughing and Pollo says, don't put that shit on me.
Yeah.
We didn't believe you, but somehow the fucking shit was next. Eh? And that's the
You
truth.
remember that, Kathy?
Oh, yeah.
Remember I told him that I told him, hey,
And I told you no more predicaments, fucking.
What was up with all that, Alex?
I just had a feeling, man. Because you know what? Like, just like that documentary I told you about, that sometimes, like, when you're messing with shit, sometimes it opens up doors that you don't understand.
So were you messing with the shit at the time?
I was. I was.
Really?
The thing is, like,
Alex.
sometimes shadows, people, you ever seen shadows?
They become the truth.
You ever seen shadows?
All the time, Shadow Master.
No, I haven't, but I don't hardly.
Shadows, one dark shadow.
Big, dark shadow that just like came up and I looked at it and I swear if I didn't have liquid, if I had liquids in my fucking body, I would have pissed myself right there on the spot. But I didn't. It was just like that and I seen it. And I seen it there, like just approaching him, and I'm like, oh fuck, you know.
Not
Like,
because I'm high, but it's true. It really
So
happened
so
in
that
this backyard.
that's what gave
It
you
happened
right here.
it happened
Right here. With the
And I
same
told him-
table.
the wooden one, and we were on that side. We were over
On
there.
that side.
And I told him, hey, you gotta
That-
watch out, eh? You
you're
gotta
next.
something following you, man.
If you were messing with that and it opened that door, oh my God, Alex, that's crazy.
No, but everybody was messing with me.
Everybody was all G'd out. We were on pills.
But the
man.
thing that makes it so
That's when
strange is
Marilyn was
that
falling on her ass.
Yeah. And she came down with a whole bunch of pills, and we all.
No, I was the one with the pills that day.
but Alex, it was so weird how you had said that and it just
All right, everybody, this is not for publication. This is not for drug enforcement.
Yeah.
This is just for the real deal. It
Yeah.
really happened here. Saw first in the backyard. This is wacky.
and you know
Joe
what?
finding out.
If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes
Clip
and
it out
heard
now.
you, I never would have believed
clip
it.
it
But
out
I
now.
was sitting
You know what
here.
happened?
Flip it out.
What happened?
He
after
wants
that?
it
Oh,
on.
go on.
No, and what happened after that? What happened with?
2 weeks later, he's dead.
2 weeks later.
Yeah.
2 weeks later, he was dead.
No, because what
No,
we
1 month later.
yeah we had buried Rick, and that's when we were all out here, and or was it before we
1 month,
buried
1
him?
day
How did Boyle die?
by stabbing by the same guy that was right here.
The same guy who was right here on.
The
Exactly.
same night.
Over
And I
what?
told you it was gonna be over chick,
Over a fucking.
over a fucking hood rat,
Fucking chick.
over a hood rat,
That's messed up, man.
over a hoodie, a worthless piece of shit.
But
that
the
don't
weird
even
thing
come
is Alex, I still could not figure out how you could. It was amazing how
Black
you
karma.
could.
You have to. No, it's just. You ever
Something.
Seen, you ever seen the movie? That,
This is whack.
that movie.
Even the attack
Uh,
is the smack in the back.
that movie where this
In the
guy
whack.
is in a fucking plane, and he predicts, like, he has a dream that a plane was gonna come down and crash, and he wakes up and he's like, oh, the plane's gonna crash and stuff like that. He tells everybody, he gets off, and then fucking he's the only one who onboards the plane. And
The moral here is, should there be a moral? Okay, the moral of this tale is, think twice before you open your mouth, because the things you say might have a powerful, long-lasting effect on the final outcome of things.